evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the English news from Djibouti channels. Here are the headlines of our edition tonight. The main titles are tonight in national events. The president received the Ethiopian general of the army. On continental news, UN Israeli colonies are illegal. Welcome if you join us. The President of the Republic's Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Gele received today the General of the Army in Ethiopia, Adam Mohammed. After he received the General and the close collaboration from the Ethiopia, the President discussed with the General of Ethiopia many topics related in our bilateral relation with Ethiopia, especially on military issues. The straighten the military cooperation between the two countries. After that, the General of the Army, Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, Chief of the General Staff of the Army Forces, received also his Ethiopian counterpart, General Adam Mohammed, at the Army Officials Hotel Hassan Busama Hassan. On the General Adam Mohammed led a large delegation, including his close collaborators. This colorful ceremony was attended by the great leaders of the Djibouti Army Forces. Welcome on his arrival by General Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim, the General Adam Mohammed, and the General Djibouti gave the honor on the flag where the national anthem of the two countries were played. Country, General Adam Mohammed conducted a review of the troop set up in his honor. This first visit of the Chief of the General Staff of the Ethiopia Army Force to Djibouti at the head of a large delegation following his recent appointment in June 2019 coincide with the ratifications of the Memorandum of Understanding on defense between the two armies initiated in 2011 jointly by and under the responsibility of the two ministers of interior, the Republic of Djibouti and the Federal and the Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. The two countries regularly organize bilateral meeting. The objective of this working meeting is to evaluate the cooperation's relations between the two countries in the military field. It also provides an opportunity to address regional security issues and to reflect the way and mean to find appropriate solutions. Indeed, yesterday, the eighth working meeting of the expert of the Djibouti-Ethiopia Joint Technical Defense Subcommittee, whose final aim was to consult, reflect, and study the security challenges of the region and make recommendations to the two chief of general staff in their decision making. Took place at the Army Officials Hotel Hassan Bassouma Hassan. After the ceremony, the two chiefs of the general staff, in the presence of their staff, settled in the meeting room of the army officials' hotels at Hassan Bassouma Hassan.
ስለቀረበን ብቻ ሳይሆን የጅቡቲ ህዝብ እና የኢትዮጵያ ህዝብ በብዙ መንገድ የሚያስተሳስራቸው ባህላዊ ሴቶች ስለገነቡ
After welcoming army, the general Adam Mohammed, chief of the general staff of the Ethiopian army, and the general Zakaria Sheikh Ibrahim warmly welcomed him and congratulated him on his recent appointment as chief of general staff of the army forces of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia and wishes him very succeed in the difficult task. Djibouti's general also expressed his sincere condolence on the death of the procedures General Sir Bekonen during the events of June 2019.
À la sécurité sur le plan régional. Dans ce même contexte, nos deux pays organisent régulièrement des réunions bilatérales.
At the end of the exchange, the two chiefs of the general staff started to initiate together the memorandum of understanding in the field military corporations. The main objective of the memorandum of understanding is to access and strengthen the military cooperation relations between the two countries in the military field. It also provided an opportunity to address and reflect on regional security issues in order to find appropriate common solutions. Then the two generals proceeded to the exchange of gifts. As usual, the sessions ended with the traditional family pictures. Djibouti tomorrow will celebrate the African youth under the aegis of the President of the Republic's Excellency, Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh. For more details, Tariq join us at the People's Palace. Tariq, what you can tell us about the preparation for the event?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Like the African countries, the Republic of Djibouti will celebrate the National African Youth Day tomorrow, Thursday, 21st November 2019 at the People's Palace. Placed under the high patronage of the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, this African Youth Day will be organized by the State Secretary for Youth and Sport. Preparation for this day are intense at the People's Palace and several activities are planned. This year's theme is the youth in the service of the nation. During this day, the winners of the Head of Service Grand Prize will be announced and selected by a jury from various ministerial departments. African Youth Day serve each year to promote the recognition of growth and sustainable development in all areas of African society. It is an opportunity to celebrate the continent's youth, an opportunity to harness the motivation, energy, and creativity of young people in the service and of political, economic, and social renewal. This event also aims to harness the idealism, energy, and voice of young people to strengthen initiatives to achieving sustainable development in Africa.
Thank you, Tariq, and let's continue the others event on the national. The Minister of the Budget, Mr. Abdul Karim Adenshar, received in his office. There is a representative of WHO, Dr. Ahmed Zwitin. During the exchange, the follow with the customer greetings, the representative of WHO referred to many projects of his organization underway in the territory of Republic of Djibouti. WHO's main partner in the Ministry of Health, with whom it implements many projects, including the preparations of the new strategy document, which is also part of the United Nations Development Assistance Framework in Djibouti, and for which WHO has just completed for 3 weeks workshop with the Minister of Health. There is also a project to create a university hospital in Djibouti. In the context of the National Day of the Republic of the Indonesia and the commemoration of the 40th anniversary of bilateral relation between the Republic of Djibouti and Indonesia, a working seminar between the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia and the Djibouti Chamber of Commerce was held yesterday in the late morning at the Palace Campeski Hotel in Djibouti. This working seminar between the two countries focused in particular on discussions on trade in the field in the different fields, especially the trade. The seminar was attended by the ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia in Djibouti, Mr. Busriya, and the Minister of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Yusuf Musa Dawale, and a number of businessmen and women from the two countries. The ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Djibouti, Ethiopia, and African Union delivered a speech at the seminar on the economic update of his country. Indonesia and Djibouti officially opened their diplomatic relation in 1979, 40 years of bilateral relations. He concluded his speech.
40 years ago. And in fact, we have many similarities. As economic partner, in 2015, Indonesia ranked the third as Djibouti's trading partner. And energy. And a delegation from Djibouti, when we were in Bali, we also discussed and met with the Pertamina, and a number of Pertamina is a state-owned gas and oil company, and we also discussed with many other parties. And the second commitment during the meeting, the visit of the Excellency Minister of Trade, is to conduct joint feasibility study of preferential trade agreement between our two countries. So there are two very important, the major achievements and the result of the visit of the Djiboutian delegation to Indonesia. In the near future, you will see more bilateral engagement between our two countries, not only in the economic sector, but also in the social and cultural sector.
For the president of Djibouti Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Yusuf Musa Dawale, he said that Djibouti and Indonesia enjoy excellent and long-standing diplomatic relations at the commercial level. There are business relationship and collaboration that are rooted in time.
First of all, I want to thank Ambassador to be with us, and as we said every time we continue our cooperation, a grateful cooperation between our Chamber of Commerce and Indonesian Embassy. We thank also the Honorary Consul, Liban, who is also linked the relation from the first day. I want to say to the business community from Indonesia and from Djibouti, we have a very strong partnership coming soon, because the business community from Djibouti was before not been interested to be in the other side of Asia. Now, since we have got the exhibition from Indonesian side, everybody is thinking to move one day and do the business, as some of the business community here present are making since a long time. We are willing to have a strong relation, strong business relation between the two countries. I know.
The Director General of Djibouti Agency for Social Development, Mr. Mahdi Mohamed, received in his office the new resident representative of the United Nations Development Program, Mrs. Fatima Al Sheikh. The visit to the headquarters continued with the technical meeting to introduce the UNDP resident representative to the activity and missions of the ADDS. On continental news, the change in U.S. positions on Israeli settlements in the occupied West Bank has no impact on the status of these settlements, which are considered by the United Nations to be contrary to international law. The UN said on Tuesday that administrations of Donald Trump through diplomacy chief Mike Pompeo on Monday gave a new blow into the international consensus on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict by stating that it's not considered that the establishment of Israeli civilian settlements in the West Bank is not in itself contrary to international law. Here we arrive at the end of this news edition. Thank you for watching us. Goodbye.